One of the primary benefits in owning an EV is that the cost of charging is significantly less than the cost of gas. Given that, you can technically own a more expensive vehicle and offset that monthly payment with your savings in gas, right? But how much are you really going to save? In this video, we'll take a deeper look into the savings I'm realizing with my rear-wheel drive Model 3 on my daily commute to and from work. My daily commute is pretty substantial. It's just over a 95-mile round-trip commute from the northern Detroit suburbs to downtown Detroit. Prior to owning my Tesla, I was gassing up my vehicle about every 4 days. That got pretty expensive. I literally pay $0 in gas. At a minimum, that's $200 to $250 every single month that I'm saving. Now granted, our electric bill has gone up, but I can guarantee you it hasn't gone up that much. So let's break it down. I burn through, on average, about 20 kilowatt hours for my full 95 plus mile round trip commute to and from work. The cost I pay for charging at home is 12.5 cents per kilowatt hour. That's an off-peak rate that I can leverage from 7 p.m. to 11 a.m. every single night and all day on weekends. Based on that rate, I'm paying $2.50 for electricity to charge my Model 3 for every round-trip commute. I use 20 kilowatt hours per day times my 12.5 cents per kilowatt hour. That gives us our $2.50. Now let's compare that to what a traditional ICE vehicle would cost in gas. Let's say BMW 330i. I previously drove a BMW. A 330i was on my short list if I didn't get a Tesla. So I think that is a pretty solid comparison to do for this exercise. Because at the end of the day, that's probably what I would have been driving if I didn't purchase my Tesla. Now the BMW gets an estimated 28 miles per gallon. That's combined city and highway driving, which is what I do for my commute. I would be using 3.4 gallons of gas every single day for my commute. It's a 95-mile round-trip commute. Divide that by 28 miles per gallon. That gives us our 3.4 gallons. So let's assume the cost of gas is $4.05 per gallon for mid-grade, which is the current price of gas here in Michigan at the time of recording this video. And at a minimum, I would be running mid-grade through my new BMW. It would cost me $13.77 every single day just to commute to work. $4.05 per gallon times our 3.4 gallons equals $13.77. I'm saving $11.27 every single day just by driving a Tesla over a BMW. Now I happen to be in the office 4 days a week, so that is a weekly savings of $45.08 or $180 per month. That is some serious savings. Now in my case, that savings actually gets better. As luck would have it, my employer has a few destination chargers set up in the garage where I work. And using those Tesla destination chargers happens to be free. Now if I happen to get in early enough, I can snag one of those chargers and top off my battery while I'm at work. It's a nice little benefit my employer has as they're paying for my commute into the office. So if you do the math, I'm technically only paying for half my commute, the trip home, which is roughly 10 kilowatt hours. In this scenario, the cost for my commute is reduced to $1.25. 10 kilowatt hours for my drive home times that 12.5 cents equals $1.25. Even greater savings than what I would be paying for the cost of gas with a BMW. Now I'm only calling this out as there's an opportunity for some additional savings if you can leverage some free charging, and that does exist out there. So is there a benefit in owning an EV if you don't have to pay for the cost of gas, even when you factor in the cost of electricity? Yeah, it's a pretty significant savings, especially if you can leverage home charging with an off-peak rate. If you have to leverage a supercharging station for the bulk of your charging, there is still some savings there, but it's not as significant as to what I'm calling out. Now, is it enough to outweigh the cost of owning a Tesla or any other EV for that matter? Yeah, heck, the cost of the BMW 330i wasn't any cheaper than the rear-wheel drive that I purchased. The savings of not having to pay for gas with my Model 3 is just money in my pocket. Hope you all found some value in this, and we'll see you guys in the next video.